Not the shit out of my damn foot.
They talking that shit. That's a double dose. Underlay, underlay, vamonos. They lucky I did not pull up with a check it, but they wanna hear it, so here I go. Let me talk my shit.
Huh?
Yeah.
What, right?
Let me talk my shit.
Right?
They talking that shit. That's a double dose. Underlay, underlay, vamonos. They lucky I did not pull up with a check it, but they wanna hear it, so here I go. Let me talk my shit. Yeah. Let me talk my shit. Things like this, it don't happen often. I get around my partner with shit talking. Spitting it.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Chucky.
And it's your girl Double. What's up?
Yes. So tonight we're gonna be talking about respectful and disrespectful cheating. Yes. I know
Okay.
some people go, all cheating is bad. It's the right way to do it.
When you asked me that question the other day, I was like, the fuck? That's all disrespectful. What you mean? But I knew where your mind was going. So that's why I was like, okay. And I answered it the way I did. So let me give y'all my answer real quick. So let me give my opinion about disrespectful cheating. Because there is like ethical and non-ethical monogamous and non-monogamous relationships. So you had your hand up.
No, keep going.
Oh, okay. Sorry, delay on my side. But yeah, there is a such thing as ethical versus non-ethical cheating and all this other stuff. Or monogamy or whatever. And some people do practice that. So for me, when I hear the terms disrespectful cheating versus respectful cheating, I look at it like the ultimate disrespect for me is to bring another bitch in my house. That is beyond disrespect. And then you bring the bitch in my bedroom. That will require you to get burned alive in that bed along with that. And respectful, I feel like you don't bring home no babies, you don't bring home no STDs, or you don't bring home no problems. Oh, excuse me, you don't take nothing out of my household. It's just you busting your nut and then coming back home, and my household is still taken care of. As long as my household is still taken care of, you ain't got no babies coming my way, and you ain't funding that bitch's lifestyle, and I don't hear about it. I might be I'll consider that respectful. I mean, that won't make me completely walk away initially.
All right. So okay. Okay, so on my mindset is disrespectful cheating is you're cheating with everybody in my friend group. Everybody know what you're doing. Everybody know all of that. That's your disrespectful cheating.
That's
And everybody knows but me. That's disrespectful cheating. Respectful cheating, you cheating with somebody in another state. They ain't coming here. They ain't got nobody come to my house. Nobody knows about it. Is completely it's completely
kind of like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas type of deal.
yeah, I mean, yes. And also it's something that's kept under wraps. I mean, she know her place, he know his place, or whoever you cheating on me with, they know their place and they know not to disrespect your time while you're here.
And
Disres-
I can agree with
but disrespectful would be she calling your phone and she know that me and you are together. She knows that you in the middle of time with your family and you calling my phone. That's disrespectful cheating. That's like I mean, like why would this even come up at this point? Like why she know that you're riding in the car with me and like you already have your set times of when y'all talk or whatever. That's just disrespectful. That's just me. Come on, Miss Face Painted. Come on in the comments. We on live. Y'all talk to us. If y'all have any inputs, let us know. Cause this just me.
I don't know who this is. They're talking about she gonna have to see someone's hands since I can't do it. I'm here for it.
No. I mean, respectful cheating is nobody knows. So whatever you're doing is just happening. We live in our lives over here. Nothing's being cut. Nothing's being cut off, or nothing's being lacking over here on this side. But you're whole happy. You're home happy over there too.
I see, I've been with a few married men, but I'm not a home wrecker. I'm not asking him to take me out on dates. We just do one thing, and I can get behind that because uh, without giving too much of myself, you know, I've dabbled with a married man before, and it's granted it was fine. It was fine, but he still had to take care of my house. Like this ain't just for no free fall over here. You still got to do shit over here. But long as she stay at home, and don't bring her ass to my house, we're good. Thank you. Keep that over there. Keep it over there with your home and your dog.
Yeah, and I mean, as you know, I've slept with people's husbands. I'm currently married. Hope nobody's sleeping with mine. But if you are, be respectful. Because when you come over here, I like things on fire. When I say I start at the ground level, huh?
I said keep it cute.
Yeah, because I start things at the ground level. I have burnt somebody's entire front yard and literally stood on the front porch just waiting for you to answer the door. Yeah, I'm crazy. So once you get me to that point, yeah. But as long as you know to keep it cute, keep it cute. I mean, don't it's
And don't get me wrong. I don't go after specific or married men. That's not my thing. But
that was my thing. I have literally married men, people's daddies, my friends' daddies. I mean, they pay more.
not my daddy.
And yes, I said they pay more. A little bit about my life. I'm just saying, if I'm giving you something, I'm giving you something. There's things over here that I need as well. So don't just think that you just gonna get a quick nut and just bounce because it ain't gonna go that way. It ain't.
Ain't she free in this world but salvation? Who you saying, hey, chill to? I can't mind y'all, we can't see y'all names. So whoever's saying, hey, chill out. What you mean? Chill who? What we doing?
But anywho, back to the conversation we was having before we got on this podcast about talking to your man's to find out when he gets his children more. How was that whole little thing went?
Okay, so basically let me rephrase it. So when do you as a single woman or as a single person, let me take gender out of it. As a single person, when do you bring up the conversation to your significant other about, their arrangement or what have you with their kids or with their kids' other parent? So
It ain't none of your business. It ain't none of your business. It ain't none of your business. And that's just the truth.
I mean, I'm not saying it's a lie. It's very well that's true. It's not your business. But like we still live in society where like the woman is typically, and I can only speak for myself because I'm a woman. The woman is typically looked frowned upon when she's dating a man with a kid, and they're either not active enough and they're not active in their kid's life, or it comes off as like she's preventing them from being with their kid, or she's aiding it in some kind of way, and she's shunned, she's disrespect. I've seen it. I've literally seen this shit happen, and I'm not talking about online shit. I'm talking about real deal, real life shit where the girlfriend is shamed or
But
completely
shame by who?
usually it's either 9 times out of 10 it
Shame by who?
it's usually like even in friend group and even in her own friend group,
But the thing is, it's none of your business. Somebody gets
yes,
hurt.
yes, it's either sometimes it's his family and sometimes it's the baby mama friend group and their family. Like, yeah, she probably telling him like, you don't, he's taking care of some bullshit. Like, I mean, I can't tell you how I've seen it. Hell, I'm not even gonna lie. It's like I've even been a part of the conversations where it's like she don't say nothing to him about getting a child. She just as fucked up as he is. Like I've been a part of it, so that's why I feel like
Your business. It's literally none of your business. Just it's not your child. You don't have a child with that person. So at the end of the day, it's none of your business to say when somebody should get their child. At the end of the day,
not necessarily, maybe not necessarily when they get them, but you need to be able to see that this person is an active parent, because you could easily become pregnant by this person. If I don't see you doing for them, I'm gonna be concerned for mine. So, like, I need to see that. I need to, and then me as a person, I grew up with, father who took care of his household. But and that's a good point. Like, you're the person they said, but y'all building a family. The goal is at some point to build a family. I need to see that you can do that. I need to see that you are capable of rearing a child correct, in a correct sense, I should say. At least by my lowly ass childless standard.
but you may not have your child around you because of like what about the baby mother does not like you, so that's the reason why she don't like her child over there when you're there.
And see, for me, that poses as a problem. Like, especially if, like, I'm innocent. I've done nothing wrong. Like, I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing to warrant that visceral dislike or whatever. Like, I've done nothing wrong. Hell, most of my kin people know, like, oh, she's great with kids. Like, if you want anybody to watch your kid, like, she's a safe
She doesn't know
person.
you. She don't know you. She
Listen,
has to be your friend. She has to be like, she has to know these things.
I understand that, but, like, all I'm saying is that, like, if the person did have an opportunity to learn these things, like, yeah, this is a great person to have your child around. Like, she's not bad. If anything, you should be concerned that they're gonna gain weight. That should be the primary concern. Like, they're gonna not only gain weight, but they're gonna, gain weight, and you gotta buy more clothes because she's gonna make them fat.
But at the end of the day, I don't care what nobody else say. At the end of the day, it's really none of your business.
But
Because
okay, actually, you can.
I can see, I
At what point, when does it become, when should it become the business?
I mean, after y'all are dating and probably talking for a while, or maybe after y'all make a like, okay, we're getting engaged or we're getting married or those things like that. Yeah, that becomes your business.
That's too late. That's way too late. When
How
you become
late?
engaged, time out. If by the time we get engaged, if I'm dating somebody with a child, and by the time we get to the point of being engaged, and I still have not built no rapport with this child or with the child's mother, that's too late. That's way too late. Like, that's almost like, well, why the fuck you care now? You didn't care about building a relationship or being a part of my child's life at this before then, so why should you care now? Like, that's way too late. Like, I thought you was gonna say, like, maybe 8 months to a year.
Okay.
Maybe. But engaged?
No, I mean, I'm just saying when your relationships get when your relationship starts getting serious. When your relationship starts getting serious, then yeah, had a conversation. But at the end of the day, it's really none of your business what their custody agreement is. What exactly are you saying? Are you saying you're not seeing him with his child enough? You're not seeing his child over the house enough? Like, what exactly are you saying?
That could be a concern. Like, especially if I've only seen a child at your house, once in like 2 months. Like, that's a big concern. Like, okay, is there a reason why? Like, I understand, working and all this other stuff, but, like, yeah, that means that you're not strategizing your time enough to where you can get your child. And why is it that the primary parent can do that, but you can't? Like, where's that dynamic coming from? Like, why is it that you can't?
Primary parent. That's why because if you're not there every day. If you all both live in two different houses, and you just know when he get his son, because when you're over there, at the end of the day, it's I don't know. You snapped like you couldn't hear me. I said if you could just if you just see his son over there when you're there. I mean, you don't know what he's doing when you're not there. So is the big issue is like that's what I'm saying. Like with your
No,
question.
I mean, when you're not there, the child is not there.
When you're not there, the child's not there as well. So
Correct.
the problem is that he doesn't have his child with him all the time, or
It's not enough. Like what? I don't understand what's hard to understand. It's not
your
enough.
your question in your question in the beginning is what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to slowly bring us here, because I'm kind of lost with your questioning. So
Why?
just because at the end of the day, you don't know how often he talks to his child. You don't know how often he sees his child. You don't know how often he goes over there to see his child. You don't know any of those things because you're not with him all day. You're not on his phone. You're not in his text message thread. So at the end of the day, it's none of your business unless it becomes an actual issue when you all are serious in a relationship and you all are living together and you do not see him with his child ever.
Yeah, you okay? So you're again. It's like you keep putting a time of when it should become, but it's like the moment that you both have decided, okay, we're gonna be exclusive. When you and your partner decided that you're gonna become exclusive, then at that point, maybe sometime afterwards, that's when it's like, okay, I'm not seeing anything. Like what's going at least somewhere that's where you should have the conversation.
But
And
it
it's
doesn't.
easy. It's easy when you're just when you're the primary single parent and you have full custody, nobody else can do anything. It's very easy for you to say, well, that's not your business. But if you're on the other end, if you're on the other side of that, where I'll pick on myself where you're the person without the child, and it's like, okay, I don't see anything. Like, I mean, you should at least at some point be inquisitive, like to a degree. I'm not saying where I need you to write down and tell me everything and all this other stuff, but at least to some degree, it's like, hey, what's up? Like, what's going on? Like, how does this work with y'all? So whatever. So I don't have any odd, expectations or anything like that.
At the end of the day, it just because y'all came exclusive, he still may not trust you at that moment enough to be around his child as much. And that's where I'm coming from. He doesn't know you. He doesn't know you. He's still getting to know you. So at the end of the day, you may not know how often he conversates with his child, how often he talks to his child, how often he sees his child. Because now, at the end of the day, y'all just became exclusive. Y'all are still getting to know each other. So he still has to get to know you in order to have you around his child. That's why I said. That's why I said. When y'all get to another stage, when y'all talking about doing more things together, and you don't see the child, yes, then that's an issue. But before then, it's not. It's not an issue. It's not. It's literally none of your business. Everything before then is none of your business, because at the end of the day, he's getting to know you and you're getting to know him. So everything in between that is none of your business.
I disagree. I disagree.
Why? Because
I mean, because
you need to be building. At the same time you're getting to know him, you need to be building a relationship with his child as well. You need to
I
be
never
building
said
a relationship
I
with his
never
mom
said
as
I
well.
never said that. I never said
The
that.
thing is that in order for him to bring his child around you more,
I'm
and
not saying the child has to be. I'm not saying a child has to be brought around that particular partner. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is that I have seen single parents, like single dads, with hey, I'm with my child. Hey, I'm hanging out with my child. There's never any indication of that. If there's never any indication of that, that is concerning.
I
And I'm
mean,
not and time out before you say anything.
I'm
I have been with other people with kids where if I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Let's, can we go hang out? Can I come over or something like that? No, I got my child. Oh, okay, no problem. I don't even see a portion of that.
Yeah, the
So,
thing is, I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you with that. Yes, with that. Yes, I agree with you.
so
But
how
like,
is it
as
it's
far
like
as
if I'm trying to gauge like, okay, well, this seems a little odd to me. This is different than what my past experiences. how is that still not something I shouldn't even ask?
Because at the end of the day, if you are still getting to know him and he's still getting to know you, you should. I just look at the fact of the matter is he doesn't have to disclose all of that stuff with you while y'all still
Also,
getting to know each other. Hey, I'm with my kids and everything else like that.
it's literally one question like, hey, what is y'all, arrangement? Like, what is that? Because of X, Y, and Z. I mean, that I don't see how that's I really don't see how that's a bad thing. If anything, to me, it seems like that would be more concerning on my part, like looking at another woman, like you. So it don't bother you that you don't hear about how often they get the child. It don't bother you, don't concern you at all. No, it's none of my business. That to me, then like again, just like I said, like I've sat in those groups with women. It's like I'm looking at you side eye now because it's like you don't care that he could potentially be a deadbeat parent. Like that doesn't bother you.
Mm. But back to the topic that we were talking about, while respectful and
Whoa,
disrespectful.
whoa, whoa, whoa! How you hand off and not answer that question?
I just said I don't know.
Oh, I didn't hear you say it. I didn't hear you.
Oh, I said I don't know. But
Okay.
back to the topic that we were at hand that we were talking about, respectful and disrespectful cheating. The thing is that so far as what they say, statistics say 40% of I mean 42% of relationships are monogamous one way
That's the
or
funniest thing.
one way monogamous, huh?
I said that's the funniest thing I've heard all day. Only one person thinks that we're monogamous.
Yeah, majority of relationships, they're only monogamous one way. And the thing is that I think a lot of times people are afraid to have that conversation of rather being an open relationship or whatever. Um, and that brings us back to the poly. Brings us right into poly as well.
First of all, I do not agree with the U.S. American standardized version of polyamory, polygamy. None of it. I don't agree with it because you got 3 to 4 broke ass people coming together with McDonald's salaries talking about yes, we're in a poly relationship. That is not what polyamory or polygamy relationships are. These people come together with something, whether it's land, whether it's a business, like a successful business. I ain't talking about no business that you just popped up overnight because you had $80 in your pocket. I'm talking about a successfully ran business. They have properties. They have something that they bring together, which is legal in other countries. It's not even legal in the U.S.
But
anyway.
how many
So,
people actually have those things here in the U.S. around our age range or people in general?
which is my point, which is why polyamory and polygamy.
So what do you think they should be?
Be single.
Be
Be
single.
single. Be single. Be
But you
single.
can. But the thing is that the whole the whole agenda of poly relationship is loving more than one person. You can love more than one person. You can be in a relationship with more than one person and love each one of them people for a different reason. It doesn't
About
have to
love.
be.
Resources. Love.
It,
I
it but the thing
people
is,
love
all of the McDonald's. That's more than one income.
people will, again, I'm talking about resources. People will love you today and hate you tomorrow. I don't care about that. I'm talking about what polygamy and polyamory was originally done with. And like in other countries that actually practice it. You can like in some places you cannot get married if you don't have nothing. You ain't
Yeah.
got nothing to bring to the
There- There's
table,
also
and they
there's
know
also
you're not
there's
bringing
also
nothing to
places
the
that you
table.
can't get married without your parents giving a dowry.
Okay,
There's also a
absolutely.
place where you can't get married without the person giving your family a cow, giving your family a horse.
Absolutely. There's some places you can't get married without shooting stars. That's not the point. The point is with polyamory, it just does not make sense in the US, especially when you have people who doing it for the wrong reason.
What's the wrong reasons?
You're you're putting together 2 and 3 people, and 9 times out of 10, like somebody is usually one person, whoever is it's almost like a cult, in my opinion. It's like you got that one person who started the shit. They get together with these other poor, unsuspecting souls, and they get together with them, and then they just all of a sudden the resource, like it's just them. Let's say like it's 5 people. It's 5 people, and that one person stopped working. They stopped doing what they're doing, and the other 4 people are only ones bringing in, and they just listening to this one person.
But what poly relationship? What poly relationship are you basing that off of? Because I
I
know a
mean,
lot. I know a lot of poly relationships where all of them work. All of them come in and pull together and put into the pot. I don't. I
the
what?
ones that I've seen, and the ones that I've seen is like more so just these these few people take these few people like contributing to this one person. But I mean, it's I can't say one person they're contributing to this one person mainly because like to them it's like we're all in love and all this other nonsense. But I'm just like it just does not. Somebody said it's cheating.
I just
It just
think that I don't think that you've seen the right poly relationships, or you're
it
not
doesn't
comparing this to the right poly relationships. Because the thing is, there are many poly
it's all,
relationships where, hmm,
it's all talk.
but it's not. It's not. Because the thing is that poly, the whole idea of poly is like you can love more than one person, and you all can all you may. And then the thing is that majority of the times people in poly relationships usually they all have something that they all love about the other about each other. So like just like just just like closing it off as and that one person's not working, they take care of that one person. Okay, maybe something happened in that relationship, that person couldn't work. I mean, I don't know, but the thing is that it's the fact of loving more than one person. I mean, you're comparing it to other countries, and they're in poly relationships, and that one man provides for all of his wives and everything else like that. But the thing is, that's not really like that's not how we do here in the U.S.
Yeah, because it's broke.
What is bro?
Broke.
You want to be in a relationship with a bunch of other wives, and then the man just takes care of everybody.
Yeah, but those wives actually come with stuff. They're not just married. Like a lot of them, they're not coming empty handed. I just said that they'll come with they either have like they may come from a family that have like crops and land like lands and shit where they import and export. You might have some that's like real estate moguls. You might have some that are successful
What
how do
countries are you
I say
talking?
it doesn't matter. I'm
No,
giving off
times in Africa, this is not how it goes.
okay. It does not matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just telling you from what I've known from the people that I know that grew up in a polygamy, whatever the fuck it is, house family.
Because
So just like you
it's not always
just
that way.
like oh well, that just like you got the people you know that's all happy go lucky with that. I know some people they're like, yeah, it's not as cracked up to grow up like that.
Yeah, because a man it picks out women, and he can marry. The man picks out the women. The women don't have the men. The women don't have the right to pick out the man they're gonna be with. It's whoever their father thought whoever thought their father
I'm
thought they
talking
would.
about I'm talking about the children that come from that. That's what I'm talking about. The children that has come from that. They're the
And yeah,
ones. They're not. I'm not.
parents.
They're the ones that say, "Yeah, I'm not practicing that because it doesn't make one. It doesn't make any sense to practice it, especially when you marry somebody over here. When I say over here, I mean the U.S. And it definitely doesn't make sense to practice it like because it's not necessary. It's just an old tradition that people do, and whatever.
No, over there, this is my difference. Over there, they're not marrying for love.
I'm talking about over here.
I
That's what I
know, but if you're comparing it to the other states, they're not doing it for love. They're not getting into poly relationships for love. They get into they get in those relationships because their father or whoever may have set them out to marry that person. Over here, we're doing it because of love. So that, I mean, there's two different things. Yes, you said what?
broke.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with being broke. But the thing, it has nothing at all with being broke. At the end of the day,
I'm not sending my child to go marry some. I'm not sending. If I'm over there, hell, even if I was even over here, if it was legal over here, I'm still not going to agree to my child marrying somebody who got a McDonald's salary unless they own the McDonald's, unless they own several McDonald's.
But over there, they do. Over there, that's what they do. Over here, you're marrying somebody for love. You because you love more. You love more than one person. Because it is possible to love more than one person.
I've never called Jay and said, "Hey, I want to pay you in some love." I've never called. I've never sent
We
my
got 4 incomes. That's the reason why it's 3 or 4 incomes on McDonald's salary. That's the reason why.
And thank you. See, then there you go. It's not about love. It's literally about
No,
that's
you just said. I went back to what you just said. To what you just said. I just really went back to what you just said.
broke people getting together and not do. First of all, you can't even benefit from the tax benefits of being married. You can't even there's no tax
because U.S. doesn't recognize it. The U.S. doesn't recognize you. Even
more of a reason why it's useless. It's literally useless. That's like claiming a 40-year-old who lives in another house. It's useless. It's no good.
No.
Good. There's no benefit to it. There's no benefit to it. Except we're all in love. We're all love, peace, and hair grease. That's all it is. It's just it's love. And I'm like, I can love you from afar. I don't have to be in your. I can chop them, whatever.
And then
beside that point, there's too many fucking people in my house. I don't even know if I want a damn husband in my house. Like that's the real thing. To have 3, 4 more other people in there.
That goes to more lines of your insanity. Insanity. I don't know what the word I just created, but that goes more in lines of your insanity. That's literally your insanity. But no, you can love more than one person. You can love more than one person. You can have more than one person.
I'm not saying you can't love more than one person. Hell, I done been in love with 2 people before, but I'm not gonna date both them motherfuckers.
Why?
What you mean? Why?
Why not date them both?
Because it's not gonna benefit me because I can't get nothing out of it.
What? A lot out of it. You literally have 2 people. You literally have 2 people that you love, literally together. Why not have both of them?
That sounds like a really bad threesome.
It sounds
to me.
It sounds like a really bad threesome to you. It sounds like a really bad threesome to you, but it's somebody else. There's somebody else that may be a really fun threesome. You having 2 people that absolutely adore you on you. Their main job. 2 people that absolutely adore you. The main job is literally making your body feel good. What? I'm just saying.
When you say it like
I don't have threesomes. I don't have foursomes. I don't have threesomes. I don't have foursomes. Ain't nothing like 2 people sucking each nipple and try to get you head. Ain't nothing like that. There ain't nothing like that. You can't even tell me there is anything that feels better than that. You got 2 people sucking on your nipple and somebody sucking on your dick. You can't tell me that ain't good. You can't tell me that ain't good.
When I grow my dick out, I'll let you know.
Well, you got to click. You got one person eating your clit, 2 people sucking your nipples, and another person kissing you. Them shit is telling you. You got all these people on you.
All I heard was germs.
All I heard was germs. Really?
All I heard was germs.
It is a lot of body fluids. It's a lot of body fluids.
Exactly. This is you. But you know how I feel. Like, you already know how I feel about people living with me. So it's like I can't fathom that many people in my home, and I gotta deal with it. Like we all supposed to be in love, right? And it's just, and then I also look at it like if somebody becomes selfish, like because there's no way you can be equal in all of that. There's no way that I don't see it.
You set boundaries. You set boundaries. There's no sex when I'm not here. There's no sex if we're not all together. There's boundaries. There's
okay, but who's okay with that? Like I would not be okay with that. You're not gonna tell me I can't fuck Paul because I want to fuck Paul today.
Wait till I get home to fuck Paul. What
kind of shit is that? You can't Paul until I get home. Fuck you, I'm gonna fuck Paul now just because you said I can't. Like, what? No.
But I'm not saying it has to be that way. I'm just saying it has to be rules. It has to be some kind of rules in that. I mean, if you're gonna be in a relationship more than one person, there has to be rules. I mean, like the same way if you're dating a married man, there's rules. There's rules. There's rules that you know you can't do. You know you can't just show up in his house in a trench coat.
And guess what? Here's the thing. When he's done, he gets the fuck out my house.
But the thing is, it can be the same way in a poly relationship. It can be the same way in a poly relationship.
Somebody, what the hell? We're having a conversation about polyamory and polygamy relationships, and
cheating is all in one.
He's all for the shit. I'm not. I'm just. That's not my cup.
You didn't have to explain that. We're gonna hear it real quick because I have no problem with one person sucking each one of my nipples. Just two people, somebody sucking my dick and somebody eating my ass. When I tell you, there's gonna be a fucking circus. I'm in that bitch riding everything in there. No, fuck no, fuck no. You can't tell me that you have a bunch of people making your body feel good, literally hitting every single spot at the same time. What the hell?
I just okay. Thank you. Somebody said I've been in a poly relationship and it wasn't for me. It's not for me either.
It's not for you.
I've never been in one, and I don't want to be in one. It just seems like there'll never be. Even though I understand you're saying we can set boundaries, but for me, it just seems like it will always be unfair. Somewhere you can't satisfy everybody. That to me that just seems like somebody's gonna lose out on something.
It's not about satisfying everybody. It's not.
Who is it about? Why the hell y'all in this group thing anyway?
Because you can love everybody for different reasons. You can love and then the thing is, them two may love each other for another different reason. It's not about satisfying everybody. It's not like you make it seem like you make it seem like y'all have like you have these set things. It's like that. No, it's not always. You're not always going to get along.
But see, that's how I look at that. When I set a boundary, it is pop. Like no, like this is for. Okay, I'm all right with this, but this is where I draw the line. I've drawn my line in the sand. Like this is it. So that's why I'm like.
When you're in a poly relationship, I'm pretty sure whoever is in the chat as well. If you're in a poly relationship, I'm pretty sure you agree with this. When y'all first got together, y'all set rules. Y'all set rules of how things will go. If not, it's not gonna work out well. And then, yes, every now and then somebody may get jealous. You may get jealous, whatever. But the thing is, you have to be able to talk through those problems. If you don't talk through those problems, of course you're going to have issues.
And see, I know. Listen, I know me. Y'all lovely, friendly host, Double Dose, is the jealous type. And I can be real catty. And I'm not with it. I can't do it. I know.
Jealous.
Hey, what?
I'm not jealous. I have been jealous before. I know how that is. And I honestly, I will sit back to rearrange my emotions and my feelings, because at the end of the day, if you're in a relationship with more than one person, you can't be jealous. You can't be worried about what they're doing when you're not there. I'm
not gonna look at it like I be worried about what they're doing. I'm just like, for me, it's like I know me. It's like, okay, I feel like you're doing this more with that person. Like if I'm not there, I'm not there. I can't control that. Like something like that, if it's out of my control, it's out of my control. But the idea that I feel, especially if I'm noticing little shit, like, okay, you doing this a little bit too much with this person, or like say like for me, I like this. So I'm getting head, but or you're giving Becky more head than you giving me head, I'm gonna feel some type of way. Like, what the fuck you? Why are you eating her out more? What's wrong with me?
What the fuck?
And don't let us be doing it at the exact same time. And then I feel like they're giving her.
Oh, baby, hold on.
Wait. What did you say?
What you were do? Slide your coochie in the way? Excuse me.
Stick it right in his damn face. Why the fuck you ain't eating this? Like, what's your problem? That's the shit that would like see little petty shit would piss me off like that. Like it's not, and that's what even my jealousy. It's like it's not like big shit. It's always the little.
But the thing is, you would do better in a relationship where both people were for you, not you're sharing a person. Because some people are givers and some people are pleasers. Some people are pleasers and some people are just like, yes, do me. Like if I'm in a threesome, if I'm in a threesome, everybody on me. I ain't gonna do everything to everybody. For everybody, I mean, you can suck your nipple, give me some head, you can do these things.
First of all, we too much like friends. All you just described was a pillow princess, and I'm definitely pillow princess.
I'm only that way in a threesome, and that's the only reason. It's too many dicks. It's too many dicks, and I know me. I know me. The first thing I'm gonna think about is a damn turtleneck, and the last thing I need is my ass around here whistling. This the last thing I need is my ass around here. No, and that it's just too many. It's too many dicks for one hole for me. So if I'm in a threesome, usually I top. I don't bottom. That's just because I mean it's too many dicks, and I will suck as many as we could possibly do. But so far as another hole, baby, it ain't happening. But that's just I don't know. I don't know.
So I mean, I don't know. Okay, as you know, I've never been with multiple people, so I don't have any expertise there. But I just know that like when I'm with a guy or whatever, like I'm usually, the one that's receiving majority of it. Don't get me wrong, I'm a giver. Like I give. But majority of the time it's like, all right, I'm laying down. Like
it's because you like to be pleased. But the thing is that if it's me and my partner one-on-one, I'm a pleaser. I want you to I'm not gonna come until you come. And that's just how I am. I'm not gonna come until you come. But if I'm in a threesome, if I'm in a threesome, bitch, I'm gonna come 5 or 6 times. I come back to back. So I'm gonna come 5 or 6, 7 times, and then whatever the fuck y'all do, I'm gonna go. I'm done. I can eat chips and be fine.
Okay, I gotta laugh at myself because I'm the type, especially with my partner. I'm like, all right, oh you ain't, oh okay, all right, well I'm gonna turn over and go to sleep.
I'm telling you, you was a whole nigga. You was a whole. Don't go. You a whole nigga. You was a whole nigga.
Listen, I have literally like, oh, I'm gonna go to sleep. Like, okay, I'm like, and I'll try to play with them and try to, play with them and suck them up.
And you be over it.
I'd be wait, or I'm like, all right, why you ain't came yet? Why you ain't came yet? And I'm just like, okay, maybe. And then sometimes I do question my own abilities. I'm like, maybe I'm not doing a good enough job or something, and then I do something different. And it's like, oh, you did come. Okay, all right, so I'm good.
The only way I'm like that because I come back to back. If I cannot come more, if you are literally taking too long or whatever the fuck you're doing, and I can't come back to back, then I'm over it. At that point, I'm over it. If I can't come back to back, it ain't happening. But like I said, I literally can come 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times and be perfectly fine.
So I'm a sprayer. So once I've sprayed, it's like woo. And
I will spray the first time. All the rest of the time, we're gonna get some drips. We're gonna get some drips. That's gonna be it.
I have been with a person that have just like I am just like I'm in my mind, in my own head. It's like, when the fuck is this gonna stop? And he is just enjoying it, just like getting splashed and every damn thing. And I'm just like, okay, I don't know. I had to tell the dude. I'm like, what the fuck button you just pushed? Do it again. Because I'm like, I'm just caught me off guard.
I mean.
With that.
But at the end of the day, when you're in a poly relationship, just imagine you have more than one person on you. You have more than one person that you can that knows your spots and knows what to do, and it's just like that explosion is going to be even more.
I mean, maybe, but I still look at it like that's too many people, and all I see is Like this is just germs. Like it's already enough. One person
In,
is okay.
in the middle of it, you don't think of it that way. You don't think of it that way. And then, like, you can always use condoms or dental dams or
You ain't
saran.
never, you ain't never in the middle of in the middle of sex, and that person stop it. That person doing something, and it's like, ew. You ain't never did
Yes, I have. Okay,
you just,
so no, you brought this up. Yes, I have. So I was in the middle of fucking somebody, like literally digging guts in. I'm just fucking them, fucking dog shit out their ass, and no lie at all, motherfuckers. I said, hold up, I gotta pee. They're talking about just pee inside of me. Ew, no, no. Do you know what you do? You know, there's like pee inside of me, and I was just like, no. And then after a couple of times of me saying no, they talked me into it. And the only thing I heard was, hold on, let me see if I can do it. I don't know if y'all heard that, but like you just pull it, you just pouring water in the sink and there's a pond. That's what it sounded like. And I was like, oh my lord. And I was like, oh, I didn't know I could be this nasty. And I just put it back in and kept on going. Can't hear it at all. Can't hear it at all.
I'm trying my best now.
But yeah, I just put that motherfucker back in and kept on fucking. It was piss. It was a matter of piss and ass juice everywhere. But I mean, at the end of the day, that's one of the little nasty things I did. But
I mean, I have literally. I'm like, do it again.
I mean, but I have been fucked before and I peed. So I mean, it just depends on like, it just depends on where you hit. So I mean, at the end of the day,
That joke, I was like, oh my god, I swear from thought in my mind, I was like, when am I going to stop? Oh my god, and I'm like, he's still going. Oh my god, I'm like, sir, there's nothing else in there. It's like, nope, you still got something in there. Oh my
no, but I mean,
god, I married that man.
it depends on the partner that you're with. But I just believe like having more than one partner, a poly relationship. I ideally when I think of it, I say I can't do it, but I do see where it could benefit in multiple ways, especially sexually. Because like I said, I like a lot of things. Like for me to come, I'm like a whole jigsaw puzzle. You better rub this, suck this, touch this, rock this, smack this.
I'm not like, and I know this is gonna sound so weird. Like if I'm giving head, I absolutely hate when a guy tries to finger. I hate it. It throws me off. It throws me off for some reason. It's like, okay, like I can't, like, you know how to say walk and chew gum. Like I'm not one of those people, so I can't. That's not. I can multitask in other areas, but there it's like I can't like stop. Like now I get all confused. It's like, okay, I done lost the rhythm. Like now I don't even want to do it no more because I want you to keep doing that. So like I hate that. Like don't do that. It's weird. And I'll literally move their hand or scoop my bottom half of me a different way so I can do that. And then like especially if they try, I get to the point where I push their legs up and I can do it. So
See, I'm weird. Like when I'm getting head, I want you to do all the extra stuff. Jiggle your ass, let me finger it. Like this is like I'm like do all that extra stuff. I want all the extraness.
it throws me off. It pisses me off. Like I get confused. Like
But I'm also very much into 69 too, so that's another thing.
I don't now 69 I don't mind, but the only thing with it is just, and I think I don't know. I guess it could still be 69 just lazy 69. I don't know. I can do it, but it's like all right, I can't do it for long because at some point I'm gonna stop.
No.
I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna sit up and just ride your face. Because that's the selfish person in me coming out like
But I mean, I guess that's why I'm different because I'm a pleaser as well. So like, it's perfectly fine if you sit up or whatever, but I'm gonna push your ass back down. You better play with my nipples or something. Grab my balls.
I'll do that. I'll do little things like that. But it's like as far as like, cause see, I I I didn't realize that I'm not really a pleaser. I'm more of like I like to be pleased until it's like, oh, okay, I prefer you to do this to me, and when you're done, all right, good job, buddy, and go to bed.
Really? Hey, sir, you did a great job.
Awesome. Like,
So you just want a human vibrator. That's pretty much what you want. A human vibrator that moves and does things and then just leaves you alone. You a whole nigga. I keep telling you, you're a whole nigga.
hug me. I get hugged. I have come across, it's a new term for the person that just like to give head, what they call a muncher. I have come across that, a muncher.
What the fuck is a muncher?
Like they just like to give head.
Oh, that's what they. Oh, okay. That's what they call them for girls. A muncher.
That's at least that's what I heard on TikTok. I might be wrong, so
I don't know. I'm weird. I'm weird because the thing is that I require a lot of things. So two people a poly relationship may work better for me because I require a lot of things. All y'all to be doing something.
I really don't. I mean, I and I say that as a bias because I've never experienced it, and honestly, I don't think that's something I would do. Have no idea. I don't know. I don't want to say. I won't say. I would probably say no to a poly relationship, but I won't say no to like a threesome. I know I've said no to a threesome before, but I think if it's done ethically, back to the ethically. Huh?
What is an ethical way to do a threesome?
I would say the reason what I would say is ethical is like, especially if I'm with a partner, if I'm with my significant other, like we were to go say like, okay, we can't be it can't be somebody from our state, not damn sure not city. Like we got to be on vacation, so to speak. Say like we're in what you call it? I'm just gonna pick a random ass country, Cuba. Like,
well, that's like our rules. That's like our rules of our threesomes. Is that if we have a threesome, it cannot be somebody that is in the same city we're in, and also it cannot be somebody that literally is one of those people that find you on all of the TikTok, Snapchat, all that stuff like that. Is a one and done. It's not. Yeah. It's not going to be a contact after that. We had a threesome. You were here. You were here. You were used, and then we're sending you back. That's just our rules of threesomes. Because at the end of the day, I've had a threesome. We've had a threesome with this clingy person that want to message, "Hey, what you doing? You want to take the kids to the park?" No, motherfucker. No. If you don't get the fuck out my phone, talking about do you want to take the kids to the park? No, I don't want to do nothing at all. We had that one night thing. There we go, and maybe two. No, actually, it was like 2 times, and we had our fun, and then that was it. No, was it 2 times? Well, I guess it was 1.5. 1.5 times.
Do you remember?
Yeah, it was 1.5 times because it had turned into a foursome the last time, but he didn't like us playing with his partner, so we had to cut that off. Yeah, we had to cut that off. He didn't like us. So me being me, mid my man getting some head. I pulled it right out of his mouth, right out of the other person's mouth. All right, we're done. Get your clothes.
All right, no more for you.
Yep. Sorry, left a little drippage there. Put that right back in your mouth.
See, now and then again, I don't know what the rule would be like. I don't know with my partner, like, would you be okay? Would they be okay with me, you, and another dude? I'm like, I don't know if I'm.
You got to talk to your partner about that, and you also got to be open to whatever happens in the middle of that. Because at the end of the day, you and your partner have to set rules. You and your partner. And if you invite another man in there and the man starts sucking your man's penis, what you gonna do?
I'm going to peg somebody. I don't know who. Somebody is peg, and I'm going to have to get it tonight.
That's for me. You have to set rules and boundaries when it comes to threesomes when you're in a relationship. Because if you don't, they can go completely haywire, and that's the last thing that you want. That's absolutely last thing that you want is for that to go haywire.
I don't know where you thought I was going to go with their response. You asked that question, about what are you going to do when they start sucking them off. Have you met me? Honey, I have been trying to peg somebody for the longest. I'm going to peg them.
But at the end of the day, that may be your partner's first experience with a man sucking his penis. And what about if he wants that to be an ongoing thing?
I'm perfect. Wait, do you remember who you're talking to? You know I don't care about that.
Go get your dick sucked, babe.
That's fine.
You said long as you what?
Long as the bills is paid.
You so crazy.
Because I realized that some people we've talked about that. It's there are things that that I just can't do for a man. And like if I'm dating somebody who happens to be a bi man, I'm pretty sure that my head game ain't as good as Bob's down the street because Bob knows what he's doing. Listen, I've only had a coochie. I don't know. I'm learning how to what to do with the.
So you more open with an open relationship than a poly relationship.
I guess you could say that because the way I look at it, it's like when it's a poly, it's too many people involved, and I don't. That's the thing.
But a open relationship, too many people are involved. Why?
First of all, there's tax benefits. So let's start there. Me and my husband, there's tax benefits. There's no fucking tax benefits for a poly relationship.
You could be married to one person, the other person be there. There's a tax benefit.
What about the other people?
They can just be married on one person's married on paper. The rest of the people are just with you all.
No, it's fine. No.
See, I'm lost. You perfectly fine with your man having a boyfriend, but you're not fine with your man having you and other women.
Yeah, what's so hard about that? I don't want other bitches in my house. I want other bitches in my house. The only bitches in my house is the dog. That's it. I don't know why are you making this so difficult?
I don't know. I the way I look at it, because I do get where you're coming from. You can't compete with another woman. Like with me, my person that I'm with is bisexual. I'm perfectly fine with him having a girlfriend. I'm perfectly fine with it. We have even talked about it. We literally look at girls together. Oh, you like her? Because we've been trying to plan a whole threesome with a woman for a while. And but I mean, that's just. Don't do that. I only threw up on one coochie.
I'm sorry. I had to laugh. I was like, "But you gonna be sitting there watching and monitoring? Because you ain't gonna be doing shit." I
will. I'm just slap her titties. Slap her titties. I do little titties.
If anything, you gonna be sitting there. So tell me about your job. Why he tearing the ass up from behind? Like, what?
I mean, because I've had a successful threesome with a couple. And they were a girl and guy. I met them at the club, and she walked over to me and said, "My boyfriend wants to do my boyfriend to give you head, but the only way he can do it is by join." I said, "Okay," and I went all the way in with it. We all doing things together, whatever. But I've learned once he stops, my dick go down. It's no longer up. It's no longer like it's just if there's not a man involved, it literally does nothing for me. I'm like, alrighty then. So are we just gonna sit here and pray? I don't know exactly what you want me to do. But the thing is that It was their first time doing it, and he didn't realize that she was into it as much as she was into it as much as she was, and he got kind of turned off. I was still involved. I was laying there, and she just sucking my dick. That shit was like a limp ass noodle, and she was whoop, whoop, doop, doop. I was like, yeah, I'm kind of over this, ma'am. But I mean, I have no problem doing it. If we can find a woman, if there's a woman out there that looks decent and has good hygiene, and you want to have a threesome with us, message me, Chucky at shittalkpodcast.com.
Message Chucky. Don't message Double, because I don't do that. I don't do that over here.
I mean, but the thing is that at the end of the day, I believe, my things with sex is, I mean, everybody needs it, no matter what age you are. So, like, I mean, it doesn't really bother me none. I mean, it's just like, we can get this. We all here for this one goal. We finna make everybody nut a lot. And that's my mindset. We finna make everybody here nut a lot. Like, come on.
And I guess, like, when you say it like that, that does make sense. Like, the goal is to get off.
Mm-hmm.
But I just, like I said, I know me, especially like with my, I've told you, person I've come across is a muncher. So it's like, especially if I'm looking over there, I'm like, you eating that whole coochie a little bit too much for me. Get up. I'm not even enjoying this anymore.
That can be a rule of boundary that y'all set, that you cannot eat out somebody else. You cannot eat her out. You can only eat me out.
But then there's gonna be a coochie in my face, and I don't want that.
You can lose.
Because I just had a picture. I literally just had a picture in my mind. Me laying down, receiving. I'm like, okay, well, where's he gonna be at? All I can picture was a coochie slowly.
She can be sucking on your nipples. She can be doing other things.
Oh, okay. See that, but that's where my mind was. I'm like, yeah, I don't want that in my face. Like, I don't want that.
I don't know, because I mean, you gotta also realize, like, it's some women out there that touch me nots. They don't like to be touched down there. Their goal is mainly to please. So I mean, there's always, you see me, I will find a solution to us having sex. Like, if we go fuck, I will find a fucking way for us to fuck. I will, like, at the end of the day, we came here to fuck. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work out a solution for everybody. I will be Dr. Oz of that sex group. Baby, you do this, this position works for you. Have you ever thought about being turned upside down?
Well, let's flip you around like this.
I'm demanding that shit, and I'm dominant. I'm dominant and demanding that shit. Baby, we is doing this. We gonna get this shit today. But no. At the end of the day, I believe sex is a enjoyable feeling that everybody should feel, and you should be able to work that out any way possible. To any poly people out there, we did not mean to offend you in any type of way that we may have, and if we did not, thank you. Inbox.
All I'm saying is that it does not work for me. It does not work. I mean, I mean, I'm not saying poly should be outlawed. I'm not saying anything, derogatory. It's just like, I don't understand it. I have no intention of learning about it.
It seems like it's closed off when you're thinking about it. You're thinking about other countries, how they do it, how they do it to keep their family legacy going. We don't do that here in the US. We don't do that here in the US.
So, like, we should adopt that. I'm like, okay.
What you gonna get at grandma's house?
Huh?
What you gonna get at grandma's house? Have the grandma's win.
I mean, what I'm saying is that, like, if we did it how, like, other places were to do it, like, I would have. If there was,
you have no say so. But and then in those relationships, you have no say so. You do what your husband says. You do what your husband says, and that's it.
I got my own house. I got my own car. I
And
don't
your
have to,
husband come to your house and beat your ass whenever he wants to.
and then I can just give him an embolism and kill his ass. So like, you act like there's no solution, especially if I'm the first wife. I get the insurance policy.
Not all those countries are set up that way. Some of them only leave things to their male heirs. You literally have this entire podcast. You've tried to find a solution for everything, and none of them work.
At the end of the day, it don't matter to me because I'm not doing it. I don't. Even if it was perfectly legal here in the U.S., I don't even care about the legality part of it. I just would not do it because I still look at it like somebody is going to get slighted in that relationship in some form or fashion. Hell, what is it? Sister Wives. Sister Wives is a TV show on TLC. They all big. I seen a recent. I'm sorry, I started laughing because I seen a recent post about somebody that just started watching the show. The guy Kev on stage, like he was watching it for the first time, and he was like, all 30. He said it's 28 people between these 4 houses, and they all hate this man.
Yep.
But
You saw one of them. I actively watched Sister Wives. One of them actually divorced. One of them actually left him, and she's no longer with him anymore. She actually put him on child support. She's still in her house though.
I mean, kind of fit that one with the bullet. They weren't married, but I don't know.
The house was in her name.
All she did was just hook up with a ragged ass boyfriend. But I mean, again, it works for who it's gonna work for. I know that it may not be. It's not. Because every day I'm gonna be like, the fuck you doing over there? That bitch's house for? Why you not over here with my house? Like, and I know me. I'm gonna always feel slighted some kind of way.
This entire podcast was to make you seem wrong on everything you thought.
And the thing is, to our one to two first, I appreciate you. Listen, I'm telling you, I don't care. I'm perfectly fine with being wrong. Because guess what? Me and my wrong ass mind, I'm gonna lay down and go to sleep tonight and be at peace, knowing that hey, I don't have 15 people in my goddamn house.
But they don't all have to be in one house. They don't.
I don't know.
The thing is where you're contradicting yourself. You're fine with your man having a boyfriend, but you're not fine with your man having a girlfriend. And you don't believe in polyamorous relationship, but if your man got a boyfriend, what the fuck is that?
That's not a polyamorous relationship.
What is it?
That's just him getting his rocks.
No, that's a whole boyfriend. He literally is spending time between both of y'all. Y'all might as well just hang out and get your nails done.
I don't want to see him. I support you finding that extra bit of you that you need, my love. But I don't want to see that because then I'm gonna get jealous.
Oh my god.
That just that rear its ugly head, and it's not gonna. I'm gonna be a bitch to everything about it. Like, nope. Person could be the sweetest person in the world. Nope, don't like you, fuck you. Because you're taking him out of my household now.
Really? Mm-hmm. Taking him out of your household to get his rocks off. You just don't want. You just literally call. You okay with him talking to that person, but you just don't want to have a relationship with that person. He literally loves y'all. He loves both of you.
We could be all on the couch, and I'm be just sitting there like, bitch.
He's so stupid. I can't. Oh my lord. Oh, it's been a great night tonight. I want everybody to check out shittalkpodcast.com. Get your cool shit talk gear. We got cups. We got other things. They're actually tumblers. And I gotta get better at saying that. They are not cups, they're tumblers. They keep things hot and cold for up to 12 hours.
Call them cups.
And we also now we have a new vendor. Her name is Charisma Creations. She actually sells jewelry. It is lovely. Go to our website. It'll be on there tonight. Y'all can see that. We also have our other vendors, Chanel Post.
Creations, Enjoy Creations, and we also have Stage and Time Soap Company.
Yes, I couldn't get none of those names.
I be wanting to say something else when I say Stage and Time. It's that time
Yep.
part throws me off.
And we are also looking for new vendors. You can feel free to hit us up at shittalkpodcast.com, where again, we're looking for new vendors to go on our website. You can sell all your personal items and your wonderful things that you may make and other things as well. We're coming up December, January. We're gonna be slowly putting on sex toys on our website. So another way for people to get off. As you know, I love for everybody to come. The face I just made.
I love to come.
Oh my God.
You speak for everybody else.
Oh my Lord. We'll be selling roses and more. But yes, it's been a good night tonight. Shit Talk Podcast again. I am Chucky, and this is
Your girl Double Dose.
yes. So until next time, good night.
It happen often, having deep conversations about what we lost in. Shot after shot, the conversation getting hot. That double dose showed me a lot. Then Chucky showed me not to move around. It's the law of the land, and you know how to lay it down. We talk about this, we talk about that. You send it through email, we put it on wax. When you into this room, need to listen closely. We shit talking here, ain't no sugarcoating. So enjoy the show and embrace the moment. This is Double Dose and checking my homies. They got one life to live, they gon' live this shit fast. If you think this shit sweet, get the fuck off the podcast. They talking that shit. That's a double dose. Underlay, vamonos. They lucky I did not pull up with the check it, but they wanna hear us, so here I go. Let me talk my shit. Yeah. Let me talk my shit. They talking that shit. That's a double dose. Underlay, vamonos. They lucky I did not pull up with the check it, but they wanna hear us, so here I go. Let me talk my shit. Yeah. Let me talk my shit.